It's Week 9 of the National Football League.
And we've got the Panthers' creative quarterback. He's currently third in the NFL in passing yards.
It's the Panthers and the Buccaneers
under the lights on Thursday night.
Once called Carolina Stadium, it now goes by Baker America Stadium. Or more simply, the Vols, as we're here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody, up here in the booth. I'm Kate Scott, alongside Brock Heward. Brock, now that we're into the November portion of our season, we've got a pretty good picture of who both of these teams, at least who we expect these teams to be from here on out.
Yeah, no question about it. They're through the opening rounds if this is a boxing match, right? In the season-long fight. Early issues been worked through, at least you hope so. This is where they have to be in that groove as we push through the heart of the season. Any team with hopes beyond Week 18, they got to be figured out. They figure out who they are.
To kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. And off we go from Bank of America Stadium. Set to return this, Trey Palmer. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. They're brought out by former #1 pick who always plays with energy and passion, Baker Mayfield.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game you had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the one interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win. There's certainly some momentum to build on today.
And he's down after getting this up to the 41. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more, and more they're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
That's caught. It's Kate on. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
This one's taken in by Otten. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Great fake. It's Mayfield. There's a moving out there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
First sack on the board, and the first drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Another try following the sack. Got Evans, it's complete. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can't get to win-win.
And they get to it way behind the line on this one to take him down. And the defense comes through and back him up ahead of 4th down. Tampa Bay in punt formation now. And this will put an end to the drive after it stalled out. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And this one hits first to the 3 before continuing on into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Panthers now for their opening drive. They're led out by a major source of optimism from their fan base, this rookie from Auburn.
He's one of the select group of quarterbacks where when he takes the field, everyone, and I mean everyone, takes notice. He's part of the game's elite at the game's most important position, and it really is a spectacle, Kate, anytime he leads an offense out, because you know he's capable of plays that other quarterbacks in this league simply can't.
He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dumping the ball.
It's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 41. Has him on the quick hitter. He'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers territory. 2nd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 46. Finds him over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 32 on that play. And that'll be good for the Carolina 1st.
Yeah, right there. That's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has it well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. So the officials are officially on board tonight. For the first time, a flag flies. Somebody moved
Ball
early.
start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Running it after the penalty. And he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that, and softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
He's going to make it down to the 15-yard line. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10.
Throwing off the play fake here. The Buccaneers get there and bring him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with a quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
And out comes the Panthers field goal unit. Ball on the left hash for this 41-yarder. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that one is going to get them on the scoreboard.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. So the Buccaneer offense getting out there for their 2nd drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. But if that defense is flying around and making the play.
Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Play made by Deron Payne. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 6.
They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
Buccaneers.
Right side, hauled in by Gunwood. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
At the Panthers' 45-yard line.
Baker now off the play fake. Tight end reels in a shallow throw. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Complete to number 85.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover it.
And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
A gainable level on the play. And the Buccaneer first down.
They send the tight end in motion. Mayfield on 1st and 10. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
There was almost no resistance offered against the rush that came off the line, ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Trevor Wallace has it. Finds a seam. Offside. He's off to the races. And he's going to go. It's a pick six. That play brought it. That play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie. And they start turning it back, scans the field for a lane, and the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers. And he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
That one right down the middle. And the Panthers go up 10-zip here in the first. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Fielded at the 7. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Now the Buccaneers set to take the field. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick six. Need short memories here as they head back out. Man in motion, headed right. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. He's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. Now here's a look at his production from last week and the part he played in his offense's victory. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. On target to Godwin. Headed right through the middle of the field. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers reduce the lead to just 4. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers cut it to a field goal game. Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the return to the 27. The Panthers and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And it's not just a blip for him this year. He's been one of their go-to scorers on the ground as we get through the heart of this season, leading all quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns. Throwing now on 1st down. Legette's got it. And another small 4-yard chunk there. Vontae David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle.
4 yards.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6 at the 31.
From the 31. That's Smith on the slant. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. Just a field goal separates these two. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's Panthers football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Pass play coming here. Completed over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Second and 5 at the 47-yard line.
From the 47. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of down. That jump with a nice 20-yard ball. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for short yardage. Sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. Has some space inside the 15. And he's all the way down the 10-yard line. Giving him about 16 yards on that game, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And he has it down at the 8-yard line on the play.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep it moving forward.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
26 is the ball carrier.
Hey, Kate, sorting through traffic, seeking out a runner, that is this guy's domain, and boy, does he know how to operate in it.
3rd and long for him here. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina! Panthers making a 9-point advantage. And Xavier Legette with the touchdown. So Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove, and this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers make it a 10-point ball game. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. And this return gets to the 30 before he stops.
First down 10 at their own 40-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Baker now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down. Irvin on the inside give. And he'll get it up to the 44. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
Right back to Irvin now. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Completes this one to Otten. And he takes it across midfield and into Panthers territory. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. After play fake, here's Mayfield. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Mayfield now from the gun. He's on the move. Now here he goes. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
As as long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
And he'll go down here at the 16. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
I don't know, kid. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the first down. Pops up right away and signals first down.
And they get to a way behind the line on this one to take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And right there is the danger key. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators make a nice run? They gain some steam on the ground. They stick with the ground. If they don't, they're called a pass. And the defense reacts, and reacts well with the sack.
We really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Trying again, following the set. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line.
Guys, I really like this receiver on that trail route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense. You snapped and clear. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home. That's how. You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's Smith on the return. And look at this return. And in the end, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Panthers are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And they've been willing to both call runs for him and let him ad-lib as he sees fit. He's top 5 for rushing yards by a quarterback this season. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. He's got Smith. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. Nothing gained or lost on that run, and now it's 3rd and 3.
It's third down and 4.
He's dropping back to throw. It's complete till he gets. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Here's a give up the middle. Past midfield to the 45. And he's down to the 42-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at the vault. And it's the Panthers looking at 1st and 10. Back to throw. Taken in by Smith. And they get this down to the 28. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. This finds Smith. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Second and 5 at the 23-yard line.
From the 23. Has him on a quick hit. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Now hang on, looks like somebody came out after that play a little shaken up. Not sure we saw exactly what happened, but he'll get some assistance now. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Has it in close. And he'll go It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Still sticking with the passing game. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. It's kicked in the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers blow their lead just before halftime. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
That one right down the middle. And the Panthers double their lead to 14. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Palmer. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Buccaneers and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. And down a couple of scores, Brock. They probably try to get this into field goal range to trim that lead before halftime. First and 10. Here's Mayfield. It's made by Bucky Irving. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. Baker now off the play fake. Puts some power on a deep ball left. And disaster unfolded. He knocks away the deep ball. Incomplete. Still inches to go on 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Getting out to his left. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Buccaneers out and in punt formation. And he's only a handful of yards from his own goal line. Got 46 on his first punt, and this one's pushing a little more distance. Signaling fair catch, and he takes it in at the 37. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they'll take over with minimal time remaining in the half. Throwing it to start this drive. Hits him on the out route. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And he goes out and short of the 40. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that makes this a 3-score game.
He got just enough of that one to make it count. Anything less, and that falls short. From that distance, though, you don't really care. You'll take the field goal no matter how it looks.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. A final throw before the break. He puts some air under this one, deep right. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. So we reach halftime in Charlotte. Hometown fans feeling good. Their Panthers have the lead. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to Orlando. Turn things over to our buddy Jonathan Coachman in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. Some very intriguing games in that early window, highlighted by the one going on at the Superdome. A big test for the Saints as they'll host the Washington Commanders. Out on the West Coast, more good stuff in the late afternoon as we'll be watching the game at SoFi Stadium. Well, it will be the Chargers taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And then lastly, we wrap up the week with a good one on Monday Night Football between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Has this at the 6. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Panthers headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And as we work our way through this regular season, you can see he's currently sitting in the top 5 of the league in passing. They'll come out throwing. Completed over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there. That's going to move the sticks.
Great throw to a nice round catch to move in the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Let's go now. Play action on first down. Has the connection to Ridley. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
A quick throw completed out to the left. Give him 3 on that game. And it'll give the Panthers a first down. More slated downs to approach here from the 40.
At the 40-yard line.
They'll run here on first down. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Vontae David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
The 39-yard line.
They give it to him again. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
Now 3rd and 5.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Man, there's no way around this, Brock. They had that offense exactly where they wanted them, and the penalty gives them a whole lot more breathing room.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the late, great Dennis Green. He said it perfectly. We got what we wanted, and we let it out the hook.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 14-yard line.
Looking to the air here. This throw is caught. He has the Carolina touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. You start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Kicking team out to try the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Panthers make it a 24-point ball game. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Palmer. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. The Buccaneer offense back out for another series. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here are such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First down, here's Baker. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Throwing again is Baker. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. Baker throwing again. That's going to be caught by Evans. And this is down to the 28 before the defense holds it. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Mayfield to throw again. Escapes the puck. Oh, he was on the move, and so is the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
I think his decision-making on the check. His legs couldn't close this time. This kid making a run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there's none to be had. No escape route available this time.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Baker now from the gun. This finds Evans, complete. And he's taken down at the 30.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a first down.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that lowers the lead to 21.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a pickup.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The home team's ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They go play action here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. LeBron, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Dropping back to throw. Coleman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. It's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
Takes it in at the 21. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. He manages 13 on this punt return. And the Buccaneers will get set to go on offense. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Mayfield now from the gun. On target to Godwin. And that's good for a gain of 5. Sent to the ground by Josh Newton. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Irving here from the gun. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, they did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Tight end going in motion here. Third down. Here's Mayfield. They connect on the deep shot. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers shrinking the lead some in the third. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers get it back to a 14-point game. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Here's Smith on the return. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Carolina offense headed out now. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays that followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Gets this to Sanders. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off in the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
At the 27-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Breaks through, and he might break away. And it's a nice gain on the run, aided by that broken tackle. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to throw now. Throws knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. As soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Pulled in at the 20. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. The Buccaneers and receiver Chris Godwin getting set for another go. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Here's the give to Irving. He's descending upon quickly and dropped after a 7-yard gain. He's stopped by Damone Clark. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Baker to throw. Swamp finds Irving. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
Well, this is the type of game you've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
On the give, this is Irving. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Irving pulls it in. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
Irving. A gain of 12. First down, Tampa Bay.
We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter on this Thursday night. It's Buccaneer football. They trail, but it's still within reach for them. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Baker now off the play fake. Hauled in by Godwin. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach the second down. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Finds him over the middle. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
From the red zone now. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
And that hit stops him in his tracks. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down. Once again, Irving. Decent gain here, but short of the first. He gets an 8, and that's going to set up fourth down and 2.
So much to like about that run, particularly what he's able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run, crossing that first down marker.
Thought that this might be 4-down territory for him here, Brock, but they are lining up for a field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll get him back to 11.
That field goal didn't do a lot on the scoreboard to make it a more attackable deficit, but it does create a sense of urgency here for this defense to get off the field.
Here's Smith on the return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. And the man is there to knock that away. That one vehemently swatted away. And it sets up second down. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's brought down for a loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish it.
And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. Carolina in punt formation. Ryan Stonehouse will kick it away. Getting about 50 yards of boots so far, and here's another quality effort. And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. So no return on that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. From the gun, Mayfield. Finds his man. It's Godwin. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Pressure coming. Baker. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see the roll of the dice continue. seems like, Kate, constantly they are a step ahead of whatever this offense is trying to do to protect this quarterback.
After the sack, another pass on second down. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And that will not be enough for a first down. I wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Here's Mayfield. He's going to push one deep. He's got it inside the 25. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers now within 1 score in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Big moment coming up here for the Buccaneers. They're going for 2. He's throwing for it. Avoids some trouble. And he goes down. The pressure gets home. And they will not take another 2 off that lead. So a little pressure alleviated by the touchdown, but plenty still remains. Going to need to manufacture another trip to the end zone as they trail by 5.
This feels a little bit like a golf event to me, Kate, where those golfers will spend a big round not even looking at the scoreboard, not even know where they sit. And when it gets down to winning time, they do know exactly what they need. To consider that golf analogy, this team now needs a birdie when it matters the most.
This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. On first down, they'll run. This one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. They're 13 on that play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. Short side option here. He's running left. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Taken in by Smith. And he'll get it up to the 38-yard line before going down.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Has him on a quick hitter. Move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
60 by 6, 60 by 6.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Short side option here. He's running left. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. Simple dive up the middle. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. Another carry for him. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
And he's taken down with a short gain to the 25. They'll get that yard back, but no more. It's 3rd and 10.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game. So the Panthers pick up the win here. And they continue playing their best ball of the season over this recent stretch as they pick up a 6th consecutive victory. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. The Panthers are winners as we say so long from Charlotte.